Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah. Allahu Akbar. My mothers of the human race, yes, I've come again, and we are going to look at the Magna Carta as well as the human beings and activities of the human race towards their mothers, that is you, the mothers. I've put this interpretation of this very holy ayah, and it sits under the category of what we call forbidden practices. Under the forbidden practices, and it's a direct law, that's where we see that Allah has some of the laws which are very direct, and some are encrypted laws. In a direct law, there is one which Allah says, do not engage in idolatry. My mothers, when I interpreted an ayah yesterday, I said that every girl on Mother Planet Earth is a honored female creation, honored by Allah. The duty of you as a mother is to protect and defend the dignity and the integrity of that very act of being honored by Allah by protecting these very beautiful mothers that you produce as honored creation that are to bring what or to carry on the whatever into future generations. However, why am I interpreting this as to let you mothers know? And some of you have come across this proof and evidence. There's what we call, I'll repeat now before I go there, let me say, Allah has a direct law in the Holy Quran which says, forbidden men and women engaging in idolatry. Idolatry, there is idolatry that is when a man commits whatever zina against his anyone else. But there is what you men and women in modern times had classified as a sex industry, which is a very blasphematic insult of every integrity of the beauty of a mother. A honored creation called the female creation, which carries a creation in her womb for 9 months. In modern times, there are countries which have this kind of whatever, countries like Bangladesh, countries like India, Pakistan, or even in Laos, not in Laos, there's a country called Cambodia. They are what we call brothels, brothels, where they sell sex. I think in Thailand too, Thailand. They are different, but whatever. What I want to show you that mothers of the human race, never degrade and never desecrate the image of your own integrity, of your own kind, of your own beauty, of a female creation. That goes to men too. Men who say we have brothels, or men who buy sex. It's forbidden. Because Allah has forbidden when a man commits an act of sex, or whatever, what you call sex, with a person whom she's not married. That's why I said any girl under the age of 18 is a girl. When she's 20, then she begins the journey of being a woman who can make an informed decision, a concerted decision to look after her offspring. In modern times, you have human trafficking. Human trafficking is one of the deadliest practices of modern, modern times, because in it there's what we call a kafara practice. It's very common in Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, India, Pakistan, Afghanistan, and so Cambodia, Myanmar, so many countries, Thailand, and so many, even in Africa. Even in Africa and some parts of Eastern Europe. Brazil, it's very common in Brazil, Colombia, whatever, are very common. However, what I want to show that these practices where men have what you call economic activities have been kind of are those which provoke the anger of Allah. Because we said, we don't want to look at men and say, I'm a pimp's gangster. Now this falls under the pimp's gangster. Men who sell other human beings as commodities. The drugs they're smuggling cartels. Also is under this what? So in that, any money, before I continue, any money that goes through a hand of a human being, and that money is that I've sold a human being or a woman to buy or to sell sex, that is a curse, disease. Very, very deadly disease. Because in that, there is the desecration of your mother's image. A mother who carried you for 9 months while you were protected. And in modern times, you say, I'm a rich man, I have 10 brothels, and I sell sex. Mothers of the human race, let it be clear and loud and very, very loud in your ears. You are never, never a commodity of sex to anybody. And never allow your integrity and your dignity and your beauty to be put that low by any human being. And that should be interpreted in the World Health Organization as well as in the UN Charter that interprets the beauty of life and the integrities of every human being. No man on this planet is allowed to sell another or to buy sex as you do in what you call brothels. Because Allah has put the direction and said, do not engage in adultery, do not commit adultery. When you men say we have brothels, we sell. My mothers, the call I'm calling is to remind you that Allah says, I do say it in the Holy Quran that I have a signature of hell in the air you breathe. I have a signature of hell of hell in Arabic they call Jahannam. In the air you breathe, I have a signature of hell in what you call every grain of sand on this planet. I have a signature of hell in every drop of water that goes through your throat into your stomach. So with that, I can enforce any holy divine law that I have said that I've prohibited sex trade, or it is only in this whatever that there's what we call a sex industry. How far, men, have you desecrated the image and the beauty of life when you engage in what you call pornography, promoting all sorts of dirty things that desecrates little children's brains? Because in modern times, you don't kill little children, they have access to this. But I say to mothers, please, I beg, before this planet becomes an inferno where nobody can escape, put a stop to all these evil practices. Because Allah says He will put you to account on every atrocity, either psychological or physical, that has been kind of put on these little beautiful creations or female creations. We saw that men went as far as even using the article that we are calling animals. Did you not know that there was a genocide which took out 1 billion pure clean Muslims out of this planet, which was kind of carried out by the insurrectionists? That genocide. So with that, me who the voice you hear, if you engage in you men and we, especially these are activities of men who say we sell women for sex, as commodities for sex. We engage in human trafficking. I say haram, 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 haram. For any man to use especially a female creation as a commodity to sell to someone else, either for sex or anything else. It's forbidden. I'll put this on the table before every angel. I'll put it before every grain of dust. And I'll put it before every atom that man, the air they breathe. If you do not desist from these practices, I'll appear on your skins as multiple tumors of disease which occur in people who engage in practices of what you call sex and casual sex and homosexuality. In that, I'll also appear as a new deadly disease in every man is whatever that has put kind of scars, ruptures in the skin and what have you. Because when I say this is, the gangs of men here who say, yeah, we can fight back, we can do this. No. Me asked to kill myself inside your bodies. Me asked the red and white blood cell inside your bodies. I'll make your skin kind of tear itself up. As to say, you continue with this or I'll kill you, every one of you on this planet. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah. Allahu Akbar. Mange Quran. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah. Allahu Akbar. Mothers, do take a step and put all men out of offices and whatever in the, what they call a sex industry, and shut those things down. Or else there will be a time that you look for something to eat on this planet and you can't find why. Because Mother Planet knows each and every law that governs your societies. She cannot produce food whereby this food goes to feed criminality, hard criminality, where men are selling women for sex as commodities. My people, be warned of consequences whereby even the air you breathe will become an enemy to the human race. If you disease and say we are whatever, you are nothing, or people who are doomed to extinction. If you oppose any of Allah's holy divine laws that governs the entire universe. It's only here on Mother Planet Earth that these creations called men think they can do as pimps or whatever. No. I said to you, be warned, men and women, especially men who were not warned. That is Surat Bakr. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Ashhadu alla ilaha illallah, Allahu Akbar.